In recent days, a military report triggered the global defense community vibration. In an air defense unit exercise screen, 6 missiles of very different shapes to 2+4 combination of neatly arranged in the launch vehicle, as if waiting to be launched steel arrows. This unprecedented mix and match deployment not only tore open the tip of the iceberg of China's new generation of air defense system, but also hidden subversion of the traditional rules of air defense operations. Major technological breakthroughs. Red Flag 9B and Red Flag 9C. This pair of golden partners, in fact, how to break through the physical limit to achieve common launch. How will they rewrite the formula for modern air defense operations? Time back to 1996, when the main force of the PLA Air Defense Force is still the Red Flag 2 missile system. This weapon, derived from the Soviet Union's SAM-2, requires launch positions to be constructed days in advance. Each missile needs to be transported in a separate vehicle, and fueling must take place for several hours before launch. During an emergency mobilization exercise, an air defense battalion suffered a road collapse while moving to a new position, resulting in the battalion's combat effectiveness instantly returning to zero. This dilemma has become a thorn in the side of China's military industry, but also gave birth to the Nirvana rebirth of the Red Flag family. When the first batch of S300 PMU-1 systems were shipped from Russia at the beginning of the 21st century, the mobility revolution brought about by its vehicle-mounted vertical launching system caught the eyes of China's air defense forces. But the introduction of equipment is ultimately limited by others. A joint exercise in the Russian side suddenly refused to provide key parameters of the interface, resulting in the air defense system is difficult to integrate into the chain of command of the lesson, so that independent research and development has become the only way out of the 2008 Zhuhai Air Show. The Red Flag 9 first public appearance that caused a sensation, 6.51 meters long body, 120 kilometers range, active radar guidance, and the first time in the world. The 6.51 meter long body, 120 kilometer range and active radar guidance marked the first time that China had mastered the core technology of third-generation air defense missiles. The evolution of the Red Flag 9B in the 2010s was a transformation. By adopting the new N15B high-energy solid fuel and carbon fiber composites, its range has jumped from 120 km to 260 km for the basic version, and is believed to be up to 300 km for the latest improved version. This is equivalent to pushing the air defense circle of fire from the middle of the Taiwan Strait directly to the east coast of the island, forming a strategic level area denial capability. However, the price for the jump in range is that the body of the projectile has increased to 7.2 meters, weighing more than 1.8 tons, and a single launcher can only carry 4 missiles, so the firepower continuity faces a bottleneck. At this time, the debut of the Red Flag 9C showed amazing slimming wisdom. The diameter of the Red Flag 9B from 520 mm down to 380 mm. The use of folding wing design and vector thrust technology, under the premise of maintaining the length of the bullet 6.5 meters, a single launcher car loading capacity doubled to 8 pieces. This small for big design is not simply a reduction in size. It uses gallium nitride active phased array guide head sensitivity increased by 3 times, with a double pulse engine, can achieve more than 20G maneuver overload in the final stage. Although the maximum range has been reduced to 150 km, the interception success rate has increased. Test data shows that the probability of intercepting a medium-range ballistic missile jumped from 65% in the B-type to 82%. When the 2024 6 bombs in 1 car mixed loading image exposure, the technical breakthrough behind the far beyond the outside world imagined. To achieve the B-C2 types of missiles launched on a common frame need to overcome 3 major, impossible triangle. First, the electromagnetic compatibility problem. B-type high-power fire control radar and C-type high-sensitivity guide head must not interfere with each other. Second is the challenge of structural mechanics, launching. Secondly, the structural mechanics challenge, the instantaneous launch of 6 missiles of different weights of the impact vibration, must be controlled within the body of the car. And finally, the integration of the combat system, the fire control computer to be able to simultaneously deal with 2 kinds of missiles flight elements. Behind this is the breakthrough of more than 150 patented technologies, including adaptive launch mounts, intelligent vibration damping algorithms and distributed combat cloud systems. The tactical advantages of this innovation are immediately apparent. When facing saturation attacks, the 9C can be used to carry out high-density interception. When encountering stealth targets or hypersonic weapons, the 9B can be used to carry out ultra-long-range precision strikes. More critically, the hybrid system allows individual launchers to operate independently, compressing the response time of a traditional air defense battalion from 15 minutes to 90 seconds. The naval version of the common frame system brings more far-reaching changes. 052D destroyer pitot tube unit from a pit of 1 bomb, upgraded to a pit of 2 bombs, 64 units of the pitot tube system, the actual load capacity of up to 96. The density of the single ship's anti-aircraft firepower exceeds that of the U.S. Burke-class destroyers. When the U.S. think tank CIS is still debating whether the Patriot system should be retained, PAC-2, China's air defense system has quietly completed the intergenerational leap. The evolution of the Red Flag 9 series reveals a clear strategic thinking. The B-type focuses on expanding the killing boundary, the C-type strengthens the firepower density, and the two are intelligently coordinated through the data chain. Exercises have appeared in this classic example. 9B launched 200 kilometers away. Through the satellite relay will be the target of real-time transmission of information to the front of the 9C launcher. When the enemy aircraft maneuver to get rid of the 9B pursuit has long been waiting in the necessary flight path of the 9C suddenly start, complete the fatal kill. This combination of far and near, intelligent network, mode of operation, is reshaping the rules of modern air defense. According to Jane's Defense Weekly, the PLA's Air Defense Force's operational efficiency has increased by 400% compared to a decade ago, while the cost has increased by only 30%. More noteworthy is that the technology route is being extended to other areas. Red Flag 16 foreign trade model has been achieved. A CAR 12 bombs and a type of shipborne medium-range bombs were exposed to use 3 bombs in a frame design. When the West is still debating whether to eliminate the old air defense system, China's military industry has opened up a unique path of equipment development, not to seek the ultimate performance of a single item, but to seek system integration and innovation. Standing at the threshold of 2024, looking back from the need to deploy bare bombs Red Flag 2 to the intelligent mix of Red Flag 9B, C, China's air defense system of 40 years of evolution is a breakthrough in the technology blockade, innovation and the art of war, the epic of struggle. When the trails of missile flames rise again over a certain sea area, these steel spears are not only the numbers on the range table, but also the determination and wisdom of a nation to innovate independently in the field of national defense science and technology.